Hello, today we will see the need for encapsulation. You all must be aware of the concept of encapsulation. Obviously, it is one of the important OOPS concept in the programming. But have you ever thought that why do we need encapsulation and what will happen if there is no encapsulation? So today I'm going to start with a real world example to understand the concept of encapsulation before we move with the coding example. Okay, so suppose you visit a doctor, okay, and doctor gives you three medicines, basically three different color powders, and he says that you just go and measure it at home and then have it three times a day. So do you think that this is a simple task to do? No, right? So as a client you are a very frustrated patient because whatever doctor told you is too much work for the patient, right? You have to buy a measuring scale, then you every three times a day you have to measure three kind of powders and take that medicine. Okay, so for this problem here comes the encapsulation for the rescue. Okay, so what happens if doctor gives you a simple capsules in which all three powders whatever he mentioned is correctly measured and encapsulated for you. So as a patient you just have to take this tablet this capsule and that's it, right? So this makes your life easier. So this is the real world example of the encapsulation where the client, here in this case is a patient, does not have to deal with the complexity of the service he is about to consume, right? So he does not need to bother about what is inside the capsule. He just need to consume it and that's all. So this makes the client's life easier. Now let's come to the coding world. Okay, so why encapsulation is needed in the coding? Okay, so let's start with an example. Suppose I'm your client and you are the developer, and I ask you to develop a simple code for me, and you agree to do that. Okay, so what is the requirement from me as a client? Get a student information from the database. Okay, so as a client, I want you to write a code that takes all the information about a student that is stored in a database, be it name, address of the student, and any other information, and create methods for me so that I can use it as a client. Okay, so when you give me the code back as a client, I find that using your code is not simple. So as a client, it is very frustrating experience for me. Okay, so what you have given to me, let's see. To get the whole student information, I have to now query database for a student's name. So you have given me a method get student name with for a given student ID. So similarly you have given me method get student address, and so on and so on. Okay, so I have to call different kind of methods. I have to do lots of things in order to get what I want using your code. Okay, so consolidate the whole information in order to use it. Okay, that's a lot of work for the client code. So I am not a happy client, I am frustrated client. Okay, so if you remember, this is similar to real world scenario of the patient, okay, where patient has to do lot of work of measuring different ingredients and taking as a medicine instead of taking a capsule. Okay, now what is well encapsulated code? Okay, so what if you as a developer go and use encapsulation in your code? So you should give me the whole student object containing all the data. Okay, so as a client can now simply use or call only one method that you provide as a developer, which is get student data given by student ID. This method suppose returns the whole student object containing all the necessary information. So I don't have to deal with multiple steps by going to the database, writing queries and getting different part of students data. Your code will handle the intricate details of getting the data and provide your client an elegant and encapsulated method. So now client is happy with a simple capsule code. I hope that you understood the concept of encapsulation better now, and if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you. Have a good day.